morning. My name is Mary Claire Hill. I'm a member of Zonta Club of Cincinnati. One of our service projects is to make sleeping mats for homeless women in Cincinnati. The mats are approximately 3 feet by 6 feet. They are constructed out of plastic grocery bags, and they are light, easy to clean, easy to carry around when they're rolled up like a bedroll. I'm going to show you how to make the plastic strips that we string together into plarn or plastic yarn, and then we crochet, knit, or weave them together into the mats. To start with, you're going to need a nice sharp pair of scissors. I use these because they cut the plastic very nicely. If you're a seamstress and you have a mat to cut on and a rotary cutter that you use for fabric, this may work for the plastic bags as well. We're going to start with 3 bags and cut 3 bags at the same time. This bag is wrong side out, so I'm going to turn it right side out because we want to be able to flatten the bag out. The bags have a sort of pleat in each side, and if you get a hold of the top handle and the bottom where the pleat is, you can stretch that pleat out. The same on the other side of the bag. And then you can just take the bottom part of the bag, straighten it out a little bit, squeeze all the air out. We'll take a second bag, shake it out a little bit, stretch the pleats out straight, same here, pull on the bottom to make it flat, squeeze the air out. Here's the third bag. This bag is constructed a little differently, but we can still use it. It has different kind of pleat at the bottom, but I'm going to just lay it here where I know I'm going to cut. Now we're going to fold this in thirds. This makes it easier to cut. Fold it into thirds, and again, squeeze the air out. I'm going to pick up my scissors, and I'm going to cut the very bottom part here to try to cut off all of that bottom seam of the bags. So now we have just cut edges along the bottom. This we'll throw away. Go up to the top of the bag, we're going to cut the handles off, and we want to get off all these little tabs that are along between the handles. So I'm going to just cut across there, and we'll dispose of that also. Now I'm going to fold in thirds going the other direction. Fold and fold. Squeeze the air out. We'll pick it up, and I'm going to cut the folded part of the edge so that we end up with all cut edges on this side. Turn it over and do the same thing on the other side. Cut the folded part, and now we have all cut edges here. And at this point now I'm going to cut it in half. This will result in our strips being approximately 1 3/4 to 2 inches wide. So we're finished cutting. Let's look at our strips and see what they look like. What we have is circular strips of plastic that look like this. Each bag was cut into 6, so with 3 bags we have 18, just in that simple operation there. Now we're going to string them together. So we'll take 2 strips. I'll move that aside so you can see what I'm doing. This is going to be just connected together like that. You need to pull a little gently so you don't tear the strips, because if you tear the strips, trying to repair them by tying a knot results in these little ends that stick out when we weave the mat. so we probably shouldn't use them if you tear them. Just pull it gently until you have a nice little flat knot. Let's do another one. Let's do a white one next. A little variation in the colors when we're weaving the mat. Looks nice, it's interesting. Looks kind of like a tweed. Again, pull it gently. This white plastic bag is a little tougher than the other ones and a little heavier. So when we weave it, it will be, when we crochet it, it will be a little harder to work with, but it'll be fine. Now, after you string together all of your loops with more bags and more bags, you'll have a big pile of these, of this plarn. This is plastic yarn. Then you can roll it up like this and make yourself a yarn ball, a plarn ball. Just keep weaving or rolling and rolling until you have a big ball. You'll end up with a ball about like this, about like a softball. And we'll just store it like this for the person that's going to make the mats. This is a very nice project for us because it can be worked on individually. It can be worked on at home. You can do it while you're watching TV or just visiting with people. We could do it even in groups, have little mat making parties, like a quilting bee. I can be reached for questions on my phone or on email. My number is 513-519-1113. My email address is mhill@zonta-cinti.org. Thank you. Good luck.